Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to discuss some new NFT projects, both some that haven't been released yet as well as some that already are released. And I do try to focus on both sides of that coin, showing you some NFT projects that aren't out yet while at the same time showing you NFT projects that you can mint here pretty soon. So we're going to dive into 3 of those and let me know down below in the comments which one is your favorite. Alright, so the first project starting out with is just minting on July 12th, so just here in a couple of days, and this one is called Awesome Possums. And as they say, for some unfortunate possums, the end is the road. But for this community of awesome possums, the road is just the beginning. The Awesome Possums NFT community is an exclusive posse that offers the opportunity to be a part of a talented and fun network comprising of artists, entrepreneurs, venture capitalists, collectors, investors, and visionaries. And to give you a bit more information about this project, they say that they are the first NFT project aimed towards empowering mental health awareness and addiction recovery. 12,000 unique Awesome Possums will be launched in this top tier NFT collection, and there will be 3,000 Awesome Possums that will be given away to their earliest adopters for contests. And they also say that community is their #1 priority, and they ask their community to believe us when we say enjoy the road. And also, the road is the foundation to keep our Awesome Possums proud and invested in their posse. You can expect generous giveaways, games, merch, charity donations, student scholarships, and more. And the founders of the Awesome Possums NFT collection is dedicated to the project long term, meaning you will not catch them playing dead or on the side of the road. Quite funny what they did right there. We have the vision and drive to be one of the most generous, caring, and sought out NFT communities. As we like to say around here, nothing is impossible. Now down below, you're gonna see some of the benefits of ownership of one of these NFTs. And they say right away, you're gonna have personal development and community support. You're gonna get invitation to a private Discord full of fun and the convenience to share ideas, knowledge, and wisdoms of each other Awesome Possums owner. Each owner is unique, and we encourage the display of your uniqueness. Our Discord is also going to be a support group for the communities the project is aimed at empowering. Next, there's going to be a charitable organization. The founders of the Awesome Possums are most excited about giving back to charitable organizations. And then they outline some of the organizations that they're going to be supporting and hopefully impacting in a pretty significant way. And then some of the incentives for ownership: you're going to be able to win rewards, win crypto lotteries, you're going to have Awesome Possums NFTs, vacations, tickets to live events, and Awesome Possums merch. And then they give you a pretty nice breakdown of the road, or the roadmap for this project. And about 10% of the way through is produce the artwork, the website, and the smart contract deployment. Then they're going to have established YouTube social networks, IG, Twitter, YouTube, etc., and adopt influencers. Next, at the 30% mark, is this 12K minting on July 12th of 2022 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then there's going to be free ETH and NFTs to holders during minting. And then also there's going to be the first of many generous donations to the mental health or addiction recovery focused charities. And then at 60% of the way, there's going to be 10 giveaways. There's going to be luxury vacation and season tickets and music festival tickets. And those are going to be given to 10 lucky Awesome Possums NFT holders. There's also going to be some free therapists and counseling and motivational speaker service on the Discord. And there's going to be a merch store as well, where they're going to produce some exclusive merch and apparel for the Awesome Possums holders. And then they're also going to be giving 5 10,000 scholarships aimed towards low-income students and families. And finally, they're going to have a 1 10 ETH giveaway on every 5,000 trading cycle to the traders of that session on OpenSea. And then they also want to do some things like launch a charity-focused addiction recovery program, create a platform where art meets the recovery community, and launch an animated series, and also develop a VR game, and they're going to be going for the metaverse as well. And a bit more about the founder, Nicholas Breeson from Tucson, Arizona. He is a father, a veteran, and a business owner, and also he is a mental health advocate and a nature explorer. And Nick's vision is the launch of the Awesome Possums NFT collection is geared towards providing fun experiences for its community and charity support for people trying to pull themselves out of a struggle. And the goal is to keep the community invested and empower and raise awareness and give a platform to the addiction recovery community. And he also has a link to his Instagram if you want to go check out his personal page. So I do think so far this is a pretty interesting project that has garnered quite a bit of attention on social media. And so I would recommend that you go check it out, at least just to see and get some more information about this project, and go join the community over on Discord and see if you kind of vibe with some of the people in there. And then let me know down below if you're planning on minting some of these NFTs. Now this next project, you may have heard, it became pretty popular on TikTok for a little bit, and it's called Silks. And this is basically a play to earn game with racehorses, as you can see here by their website. And they say that they're blurring the lines between spectator and owner in the high stakes world of thoroughbred racing. Now I will definitely recommend that you come read the full white paper if you are interested in this project. It is very detailed detailed, so I'm not gonna read the whole thing here, but I'm just gonna give you some of the highlights. So Silks is the first derivative gaming platform that leverages a blockchain-enabled metaverse to parallel the real world of thoroughbred horse racing. And the Silks community will have the ability to acquire, collect, trade, and interact with digital assets that represent actual thoroughbred race horses in the real world. And they also give a bit of information about the actual world of horse racing. They say that 20,000 foals are born and registered annually, which yields about 60,000 on average per the auction price of each of these horses. And then they cost about $40,000 in maintenance annually. And then they do about 30,000 races annually collectively. And then there's gonna be about 50 million individuals betting, with $11 billion wagered on the races and $1 billion in total racing prizes. And they do have a nice little flow chart in their white paper as well, just kind of outlining this entire process and showing how you can speculate on land, develop land into horse farms, purchase and trade horses, syndicate horses, enter horse ownership pools, and you can also stake your horse, race a horse, breed your horse, and also there's going to be some other perks as well. Now, they are also going to have their own native cryptocurrency, which we see as a pretty common occurrence in today's NFT projects, and their coin is going to be called Silk, the Silk DAO token. And they're gonna have about 40% of this that goes towards the players, 5% towards the advisors, 30% to the team, 5% to the reserve, and 20% to the ecosystem. And the Silk's DAO is gonna control all the governance within the Silk's metaverse, and its ownership will be represented by a non-inflationary fungible token called Silk. And Silk can be purchased with STT or earned by community members who contribute to the ecosystem in different ways. And a total of 500 million units of Silk will be allocated and unlocked over time as follows, which you can see down here. And then they also outline the different kinds of NFTs that you're going to be able to purchase and own. You're gonna have the racing silks, you're gonna have the land, you're gonna have the stables, and you're gonna have the horses. Racing silks are colorful and unique uniforms that will represent the identity of every racehorse owner in the Silk's metaverse. In order to directly purchase a Silk horse, an individual must first acquire a racing silk, which will represent their identity throughout the Silk's metaverse. And you can see these Silk's avatars right here on OpenSea selling for about half Ethereum at the floor price. And if you go over to look at the highest recent sales, you're gonna see that some of them have sold for about 5 Ethereum, 3 Ethereum, 2.5 Ethereum at the highest end. Now, the Silk's metaverse is gonna be built on land, 202,500 acres of virtual land. That's gonna be built on a 450 by 450 acre grid, and each plot will be represented by horizontal and vertical coordinates that determine the land's unique location on the grid. And then you're also gonna have these different stables, and the Silk's metaverse will introduce many types of structures to support the needs of its ecosystem. Initially, the Silks will launch with a stable, which is the primary structure necessary to operate a horse farm, and then the minimum sized horse farm is 10 acres and will require a player wishing to build one to assemble 10 land NFTs that are contiguous with each other. And then of course, the horses are going to be central to the Silk's metaverse. When a real horse is born and registered as a thoroughbred racehorse in the US, Silks will create a digital counterpart of the horse in the form of a derivative NFT. And then the NFT will track the lineage, the physical traits, the development and productivity of the horse as it exists in the real world. And once minted, these NFTs will be sold to the public with 100% of the proceeds deposited into the DAO treasury. And that right there, guys, is only about page 10 of their 19-page white paper. You can see a lot more information about the economy and the gameplay, purchasing horses and mining silk. And then also they're going to show you how to stake the horse on a farm, and they're going to show you how to pinhook and sell an unraced horse, and also how you can syndicate and fractionalize the ownership of a horse. And when you look at the roadmap for this project, you can see that we just passed about 2-3 months ago the Silk's Genesis Avatar Collection, which you saw over on OpenSea already. And then here in Q3 of 2022, you're gonna have the inaugural Silk's Horse Collection. And then also in Q3 2022, you're gonna get the Play to Earn games are starting. And that's when you can become a pin hooker by tracking the data and progress of real world racehorses. And then they also have a lot more information outlined for Q1 of 2023. And then Silk's Global, that's also gonna be happening in 2023. So let me know, have you heard about this project before? Have you already seen it? And are you already familiar with this project? And let me know down below if you think this is a worthy project to get into and if you're gonna be buying in. Now, this next project is really interesting, and it's called Ethereum. And you can see that this is where blockchain technology and gaming combine to empower users by owning in-game assets and digital items. And you can mint an egg in our 1.2 drop to join the whitelist for the new drop, which is on June 25th. 5th, which already passed. So if you minted one of those eggs right here, then that got you access to the mint 1.5, which is happening on July 10th. And there's gonna be 12 unique characters, and each character is gonna be a unique game playable character created by them for fun for Scratch. And there are 12 unique characters, and each character has 3 variations, and they're limited to 100 per variation. But that's just kind of jumping into a lot and getting ahead of ourselves. But a bit more about this project, Zoo Ethereum, as it's called, and they say that you can expect anything from aliens to dinosaurs and everything in between, and they've developed some amazing mythical and extinct creatures and are characters that they're really proud of, and they think that you'll love them as well. And then they say that the fantasy characters they're working to bring are unique in-game characters and quality NFT art, all of which are fully animated with sound including, and numbers of each piece are very limited. And you can see back to this 1.5 mint portion, some of the characters, they all have their different names and information about each of these characters. They have a scientist, they have Odin, they have Anubis, and a bunch of others as well. And then with their roadmap, they're already onto stage 2, where you're gonna have June 23rd, 1.5 Zookeeper drop, which already passed, and then July 12th, the Egyptian egg release. Now, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this project, mainly because I really just don't like this website. I feel like it's kind of hard to get through, and honestly, it doesn't really say much information about this project in general. And then when you go over to OpenSea, you can see them sitting at 0.06 floor price with just 6 Ethereum in total volume. And then also they do only have about 15,000 followers over on Twitter. So it doesn't seem like this project has really taken off. So I would recommend that you go check it out if you're interested, but let me know down below in the comments if you think this is a worthy buy. In my opinion, I don't think it is. I'm not gonna be buying these NFTs. I just don't think that they're delivering enough value for an NFT project, and it doesn't really seem like this project has taken off in any meaningful way. So let me know what other projects you're into and what projects you think I should review next. And as always, thanks for watching.